The topic is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and we're talking to the president of the NAACP, Reverend Vernon Dixon. And of course, Reverend Dixon, before we had our commercial break, we promised that we would give you an opportunity to talk about the NAACP. Let's talk about the structure of that organization. I think you've already mentioned the fact that this is only a branch and that you have branches all over the nation. Let's talk about how all of those branches come together and what you're able to achieve through the structure that you have.
The NAACP is a membership organization, and our work is accomplished through our committees. It is our committee structure that is important to the success that the national organization has had over the years. We have 18 standing committees, which cover a wide range of issues and give people a lot of opportunities to be able to come in and to focus. Our agenda is really set by the national office that meets once a year in their national conventions where resolutions are brought forth and put forth the agenda. When I look at the agenda for this year, certainly issues around voting continue to be at the forefront. Our economic condition within the country and how the impact of the war has taken place. Education continues to be a major initiative of the branches that all across the country as we continue to try to find ways to make access for persons of color, children of color and their families to get the quality education. A new issue that has been coming up and has certainly been in the news in this area is environmental racism, where we're looking at the dump sites and chemicals that have been left in poor communities. So our agenda is set by the national office and then comes down through our regional and ultimately through the state conventions, passing down then to the local branches. Local branches still have an opportunity, though, to set their own agenda and address issues because we're in the community and all communities are different. The issues, while there are issues like education and where we have common concerns in this area, one of the issues that we've been looking at is issues of disparity, particularly as it relates to health disparity and economic conditions within this community. Currently, the Nashville branch is very active in our education and looking at what's, we are 5 years, we're in the 5th year, the end of the desegregation plan. We're continuing to monitor the conditions within our school systems. There are those who are concerned and feel as though our schools are beginning to resegregate. And we're looking at ways to keep that from happening and trying to also find ways to enhance the student achievement. So that's a very active issue for us. The other issues around health. We're looking at, as a part of the national agenda, but in this particular area, concerns around environmental issues as to how it affects poor people. And a lot of our attention and efforts have been around Mahara General because a number of people in our community are there, and how we look at issues of funding and how we gain access and what's happening in those particular areas. Another area that we have been spending some time and discussion on in the community has also been just to overall access.